I want to bring in now Ahal Besorai. His family was kidnapped in Be'eri by Hamas militants. That's the same kibbutz that Clarissa just showed moments ago. Ahal, thank you for joining us. I'm so sorry to hear about your family. My understanding is that you don't know where they are. How did you learn that your sister and all of her family were missing, and when did you last hear from them?
So before that, just looking at these photos, Be'eri is my kibbutz. I was brought up there until I was 25. I was living there. My dad is still living there, my two sisters. So just watching these videos again, it's heartbreaking, it's really heartbreaking. About my sister, I spoke to her when all this transpired, and then I lost touch with her at about 9. She was there with a husband and 2 children. One is 15, a boy, and a girl who is 13, just had a bar mitzvah in June. And they have another son who is older, who is 17. He was not with them. And I spoke to him in the evening, and he said that someone on the kibbutz that I know as well personally saw them being pulled out of the house, the hid in the mamad, which is the safety room, and the terrorists burnt the house down, to force them out of the mamad. And then when they came out, someone saw them being pulled out alive. So, Hope is a very good storyteller. So because with other stories, they shot them on sight, these ISIS-like terrorists, we hope, maybe as opposed to Thomas, that they are still alive and will be found and returned home safely.
Hope is a very good storyteller. I think that really captures what you and so many other families are experiencing today. You mentioned that this is your home, really, this kibbutz, and I believe you heard in that story that father's voice, his pain. What were you thinking when you heard that?
I think it's heartbreaking, that a father needs to say Kaddish, which is the prayer to say for the dead on your child, but in the Israeli and Jewish history, this happens so many times. And every time, it breaks your heart afresh. I know these people. I know probably everybody who is dead there. I was just with my sons in April this year, visiting my sister, and it was the first time that my boys who are a bit older, 25 and 23, really bonded with the cousins, my sister's children, because before they were children, now they are young adults, so they can talk about football. And, it was so nice for me and for my sister and her husband to see, this bond between the English boys and the Israeli boys, and it's just heartbreaking, that this is, what savagery, and you just try to comprehend it. I think Biden termed it as a total lack of any more human morality. And you just try as a human being, as someone who has some sort of moral values. I was in the military. But you don't kill children, you don't kill women, you don't kill old people, you don't kill civilians. It's just uncomprehendable. And I make a plea maybe to Hamas, to whoever can help, to at least convince them to release the children and the women. I think it's probably also against Islam to do something like this. It's just very difficult, also I feel helpless, normally I go, I take action, I do things, so here I'm talking to the media and try to create awareness, but there's not much I can do more, apart from cry.
Do you ever think about going back? We've seen some, you mentioned you were in the army. Does that ever cross your mind?
Yes, I don't think I would like to live in Israel, not because of the country or the threat or this. I just found my home somewhere else. Uh, this is life, it wasn't like a decision to leave Israel, etc. Israel is my home. If Israel needs me, I will go. If Israel needs me to fight, I will fight. I was a Navy SEAL combat fighter and an officer, so I know. I said for 5 years, I know what to do. At the moment, I'm 60. I don't think I'm very useful in this sort of role. But if it needs me, yes, I will go. And if something more sinister happens to my sister and a family, if they are not alive, and there is a funeral, of course, I will go back. If my dad needs me, I will go back. If my middle sister needs me, I will go back. So there is no fear in my heart to go back to Israel. I'm just happy to live somewhere else.
Ahal Besorai, thank you very much for joining us. And we continue to join with you in the hope that your sister and her family are alive and will return at some point. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Abby, and thank you for being so kind and gentle and give me the space. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Of course.